Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, Firefly Tarot. So for today, we're going to be looking at the question, what is your purpose? So I wanted to say before I started that this is looking at potential purpose. And obviously this is not taking into account things like free will, but I am going to be giving some guidance as to what possibly could be your purpose in a few areas. So the purpose for your own life, that's self, a purpose for another person, just like one person that I will call out their energy and see what's going on there, as well as the purpose for, let's say, the collective or maybe a cause or something like that. So that's what I'm going to be trying to look into today. Remember, it's a general reading. Personal reading info is down below, and so is the timestamps for each of the selections. So I'm going to show you each one, and just go with, as always, your gut instinct here. So this is group number 1, the angelite. These are all hearts. This is angelite, group 1. This is group number 2, the rose quartz. This is group number 3, the amethyst. And this is group number 4, the tree of life incense holder thingy. Okay. All right. So just take a breath and relax and go with whichever one is calling to you the most. And if for some reason none of them are, it may not be the right time to watch this video. You can always feel free to check out some other similar topics that I have on my channel, okay? But whenever you are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 1. I hope that all of you are doing well. This is the angelite group. So let's take a look into your purpose. All right. So we're going to shuffle first. Spirit, this reading is for group number 1, angelite. And the energies for them, especially what is their purpose. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 1. Thank you. All right, Spirit, can you tell us for group number 1? I don't really know where to start, but let's see. Let's just ask the question. Spirit, for group number 1, please, can you tell us what are some energies relating to their purpose? Group number 1's purpose. I think maybe I'm going to start with self. What is the purpose for just themselves and their own path, just for them? What is the energy for group number 1's purpose, please? Purpose, angelite blue group. I did get an image of a card, actually. I got the star card, so if that comes up later, we'll see. So group number 1, the first card that you got here is the 7 of Pentacles. This is very interesting because I figured that they would answer the question kind of more directly, but what they're saying here is that basically your power and sense of passion is still growing right as we speak. For those of you that feel like you know what your passion and purpose is already, this means that you're actually still cultivating it. So either way, things are still growing. They're still kind of like beneath the surface, and it's showing that potentially this is going to bloom in probably the near future. They're giving me the range of like 1 to 3 years, depending on how far along you are with a particular thing you're working on. So we're going to get more into that. Can you tell us more for group number 1? What is their purpose first in the area of just for themselves and their own path? For group number 1, what is their purpose, please? Well, this is very much relating to your purpose for the collective and a cause. Even though it is still, you actually got the star down here, even though it is still in just the area of self with the hermit at the bottom. So you got the 6 of Pentacles now. So you have 6 and 7 of Pentacles here. So I feel like this one is absolutely a desire and inner calling to help others, right? And I know that that's going to be an overlap for most of the groups. I feel like that's kind of a common thing I see in my in the readings for the collective. So this is the first thing, but because it's relating to the area of self, your first purpose here on Earth in this lifetime is to discover these inner, actually to discover your inner light. I just put the card away I just kind of did that unconsciously. It gave us this one instead. I wasn't really meaning to do that. The Three of Wands. So you're trying to actively discover your own light, your own purpose. And weirdly enough, that's part of your purpose, is to be curious, is to seek the innermost knowledge within your own soul and to kind of just create those internal discoveries. So I'm getting a lot of like mind, potentially different sparks of creativity, different things of there's so many different ideas that are kind of bursting right now. It's very colorful, it's vibrant, it's there's just many things that are coming to me right now. And I think that this is saying that out of all of the many lives that you've had, that there's just been so many different things that you found joy in. There were so many different things that you have loved within your past lifetimes that when you're in this lifetime, it's kind of not exactly hard to choose. It's just that it's all so familiar to you. So that's why it may be kind of confusing. So let's narrow this down. Can you tell us more of what they're meant to do here as their purpose for just themselves and their own path? So this has a lot to do with your passion with the Ace of Wands coming through. So passion for, again, either an idea, something creative, something that you want to put forth into the world. So just your own path for yourself. This is what I feel makes your soul happy. That's actually another reading that I've had before. What does your soul need to be happy? So this work that you're doing for your own happiness is going to overlap most likely with your cause here, your purpose for the collective, to share these passions and to share this humanitarianism with other people, with the world. Can you tell us more specifically what is involving here, the Ace of Wands? What is this? I mean, you're definitely, again, you're growing something. I feel like there is this idea that is still growing as we speak, and you're wanting to keep it a secret, weirdly. I'm seeing that you don't want to tell me what it is. So I don't know yet. Let's see. Ace of Wands, what are you, please? Ace of Wands. So, okay, that was kind of weird that just happened. I said that you want to keep it a secret for me, and you have the Moon card. So I feel like you are, the thing that you're cultivating behind the scenes and like within your own privacy is your light, your stardom, like something that is going to make you shine. And when you are ready, only when you are ready, this is going to really pop out and kind of just like stun people. I have no idea what you're working on, but I feel like it's something big. Can you tell us, Spirit, what can they know about this? Yeah, it's definitely something that you've been working on forever. This is something that has resonated with you for many lifetimes, as I said, and I feel like it will help to bring other people together. If not like on a big scale, then definitely like of a family or community dynamic, bringing people together with some sort of sense of prosperity, legacy, showing of talents. Like there's a lot, just so many things going on here. I feel like when I said community, I just feel like it kind of feels like a community center kind of a thing, like a whole bunch of people from different walks all sharing some kind of a sense of a vision. It's I can't tell you how many different ideas I'm seeing. I can't really organize all of this, but all of these ideas are equally passionate, like whatever it is that you're trying to build. Anything else about their sense of purpose for themselves? What's the main bottom line? The sense of purpose just for themselves and their own path. Thank you. Happiness. I mean, the purpose itself, I know it sounds really kind of cliche, but your purpose, your first purpose, is to find this sense of happiness, harmony, peace. And for others of you, it could even be something having to do with family unit or, you know, any kind of soul tribe feeling. So like your soul is here to do this and to kind of bring other people together as well. You got the 2 10s, very much family or community vibe here. You're not meant to, even though you're very much hermit and solitary in a way of being a philosopher and a seeker. You're not meant to be by yourself in this lifetime. The purpose is to share yourself, your light, your mind, your love with other people, whoever that might be. Okay? So we got a little bit of the passion and the creativity. When we look into the last portion, we are going to see what that could be, because you didn't want to reveal it, I don't think. So that's kind of the gist of the self-purpose. Now let's take a look if you're meant to first have a purpose in one particular person's life right now. Probably this is going to be more, your answer is probably going to have more than one person where you have affected so many other people's lives. I can kind of see that that's the case. But what I want to do is just draw one energy to see who that could be. You may not have met them yet, but we'll find out. Spirit, can we have just one significant person that group number 1 is meant to impact in terms of their purpose? What is the purpose for group 1 in one other person's life, please? Who is this person? Who are they meant to impact in their purpose? Ooh, boy, you have 2 cards. Yeah, I don't think that you've met this person yet. I mean, if you have, they're far away. This is someone from a different place than you are currently. Both of these have to do with something like travel. So you have 8 of Wands and the 3 of Wands. So again, like this may not have happened yet, and I'm really not sure. Let's find out. Spirit, who is this person that they're meant to have an impact in their lives? Okay, 9 of Wands and the 5 of Cups. So I am getting a slight vibe here of who it could be. Maybe it's someone that's been suffering. So that is kind of, to me, that's clear that you were or are meant to be in this person's life because they were suffering emotionally and psychically, energetically, and they've just been through many, many battles. You guys have shared battles, okay? So whoever this is, whether you know them or not yet, all of the battles that you have gone through with your psychic ability, your emotions, your mental health, even physical health for some of you, that was the shared bond that you have with this person potentially. Okay, so let me see. Who are you, please? Who are you, please, for group number 1, Angelite? Yeah, I am getting water energy or just like cups sort of a vibe, which is very emotional and psychic. So that's the first thing I'm seeing. Can you tell us who this is? Who are they meant to impact? Ace of Swords. So this is a lot of communication. Let me see. Who is this? Who are they affecting? What is their purpose in this person's life? Yeah, it's definitely a feminine energy, okay? So whether that's male or female or the gender doesn't matter, but this is a feminine energy. So we had Queen of Wands represented and the Queen of Cups. Now, the reason why you have a purpose in this person's life is to give them truth, okay? So to talk to them, to communicate with them certain truths, especially regarding your power and their power, because it's shared energy again, okay? You're meant to help them walk away from fear. This is a really exciting thing I'm seeing here. I feel like this is their energy and your energy too, that you get excited to help this person out of that sort of haze. It's like a haze of energy. So like the Moon card, right? And all you're really doing is you're sharing with this person, sharing stories with them. You're giving them advice. You're giving them truths. So if you feel like you have already done this, if you know who this might be, then this will resonate. And if not, then this is going to still come to you. Yes, this can happen way more than once. This is probably going to mirror many situations, but that's what they wanted to say here, that you were meant to, like, one of your purposes here on earth was to do this specific thing. Can you tell us more about another person that they are meant to impact in their purpose, please? The same person. You were meant to be the cause of, or like a catalyst, I should say, of unblocking a person from some kind of turmoil or conflict, okay? Because we have here the trapped energy of the 8 of Swords, like very much stuck in their own ways, kind of self-doubt, self-restriction. The 5 of Wands here is talking about just a lot of confusion, battles, inner and outer battles, whereas this one, they're stuck. They're totally stuck. So your presence in this person's life is helping them to overcome all of this. And I'm assuming that it is a shared kind of a connection. They're not really going into what you're getting from it. It's more like of what your purpose was for this one particular person. Is there any final message for that? And we have yet another queen. So we had 3. Pretty significant there. Queen of Wands, Cups, and Swords. All right, so this is the final thing. This is sort of them and you, your energy shared together. The end result here is this, which is clarity. It's so funny, that was it a helicopter that I just heard, whatever that was in the sky. I thought that was kind of weird because this is air energy. Okay, so yes, the end result here is someone having clarity within their lives and seeing things clearly, knowing who they are, knowing their truth, and eventually knowing how to really effectively communicate that to the world and to the collective, okay? So that's how you've affected this person. Really interesting stuff. Interesting how the first message, though, was about someone from afar. Maybe you know them on social media now, like that's how you can talk to each other, or alternatively, it could be someone that you knew from maybe like a long time ago, because this, instead of travel, it could actually mean an amount of time in this case. Okay, so final part is, what is your purpose for the collective, like the whole thing? Spirit, now on a bigger scale for the collective or a cause, for group 1, Angelite, what is their purpose, please? Why are they here for this lifetime? For group number 1, what is their purpose, please? Okay. One thing I was just feeling as I was shuffling was a sense of inner calmness. So part of one, this is going to be a multi-layered answer here, I can tell. So the first purpose that you have here in the collective is to bring calmness to everyone who needs it. You can see here at the bottom, it's kind of like you're giving people a fresh start from, again, the same thing as before. We already kind of answered it. This is anybody who is suffering or disconnected from some kind of spiritual path or, sense of togetherness in a community sense, if it's non-spiritual. But yeah, so here we have the 8 of Cups. This is, I feel, the card of just walking a path. So what people look up to within you is your ability to just keep moving forward no matter what is trying to bring you down. Like you have overcome this and that and this and that, like all many years throughout your life, and people come to you first and foremost for this wisdom and advice. It doesn't matter how old you are, but they do see you as someone who's older, wiser, and more experienced. Maybe the age of your soul as well. Can you tell us more? What is their purpose for here? Group 1, what is their purpose? What else? So in addition to bringing calm, you're also meant to bring prosperity and some kind of positive energy or impact. And we already did see that, okay? I feel that you are particularly generous with your heart, your time, your resources. And I feel like I don't know if some of you have done this already, but like if you had a lot of wealth, you would be sharing this wealth regularly, is kind of what I'm seeing as well. Okay, what else? What is their purpose here? Yeah, so this one is obvious as well from the beginning. 3 of Swords. So remember, I said to you that you have been through it all, and your words and your advice, your resonance, it's just the vibration of your heart, which is just you and your love. This is one of the ways that you heal. I find it interesting that that word didn't come up until now. Obviously, I mean, it's so obvious to me that you are a healer, but I don't know why it didn't say that. Maybe some of you have not actually considered yourself as a healer, okay? I don't know if that's the case, but that's exactly what you're doing here. Maybe you don't consider yourself some kind of a light worker, but however you identify, that's what you're doing. Can you tell us how they'll be doing this with their purpose? How will they be doing this? I mean, one, your creativity, whatever that idea was you had. Can you tell us how they'll be doing this? Sorry, my throat's acting up today again. Okay, so here we have, for the question of what is your purpose, you have the card of destiny, the Wheel of Fortune. So okay, here's what I'm getting from this card, and this one at the bottom, Queen of Pentacles. You are meant to act as an earth spirit guide for many different people. And it's funny because you could have done that when you met a person even just once. You are this earthly spirit guide. Okay, so that message is a bit uncommon. I don't think I've said that too often, but that's what I'm seeing here, that you are meant to be a guide. Okay, okay, so if I want to look more into that, like, okay, if you guys want to look more into what this could be, just research spirit guides and what they're for and what they do. Probably in past lifetimes when you weren't actually physically on Earth, you were a spirit guide. So maybe you just kind of wanted to get back into the game and like you came back. I don't know how it works, but you are a spirit guide. This is really just, this is kind of blowing my mind because I didn't think that this type of an answer would come up. And now I understand why they didn't say that you're a healer. I feel like when I think of healer, I think of someone who's human. Not to say you're not human, but basically you're more spirit guide than you are human from how I'm looking at this. This is really funny because I did not see that coming. So here's the two look at this, the angels there. You are this is all your energy right here. Temperance, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Do you see the little bird? That's you, but this is your human form. It's kind of like you're, oh my goodness, what is this? It's like you're the bird that's singing to people. That's just amazing to me. I thought of like a particular kind of bird. Was it like a mockingbird? That's probably what I saw. It was either mockingbird or hummingbird. So I don't know the symbolism for those two, but this is technically a falcon, but that's what I heard in my head. So yes, you are being this sort of angel presence, and that's so obvious now because this is angelite. This is a stone that has to do with higher vibrational entities. Jeez, this is so cool. Now the final thing was about your passionate creativity, but because of what I'm seeing here, now I kind of, look, another angel. What I'm kind of seeing here is that it's, how can I even phrase this? It's almost as if you care more about other people's dreams and visions sometimes than your own, but you have plenty of your own. But it's, to put it kind of simply, I feel like, if it's possible, I feel like you're so used to being a spirit guide that you kind of forgot how to human or something. So when you just sit down and ground yourself to your physical body, you're going to start to really feel that passion kind of spark up again. Any final words about the passion? This is so freaking cool. Any final words about what their passion could be here on this earth in this lifetime? They got the Four of Swords. Kind of makes me feel like it's a little bit dormant or just taking a nap. Three of Cups, and then the Nine of Cups. So it's the same thing. This creative passion of yours, it doesn't tell me what it is because everyone's going to have like a very unique one. But they are saying that this is what fulfills you and it makes other people happy too. There's a lot of happiness, again, community. There's soul, tribe, energy again here. I feel like you're going to have a humongous soul tribe at the end of all things. If you just open yourself up and let your creative passions and ideas fly, this is going to impact so many people. Any final messages about what the creativity, the passion, the purpose is exactly? Oh my gosh, no. Hold on. Can we have just one, please? Oh, you know what? There was a card I wanted to use. There was one more deck I wanted to use. This is the Seven of Wands. Could be for some of you something relating to activism, yes, but they're still not showing me what the actual passion is. Now this deck that I have is from a game, not from tarot, but I saw it and it looked so cute and beautiful. What was it called? Windmill Crazy Stories. This is a game, so excuse me to the author. I just had to use it for this purpose. Can you tell us one final message for group number 1, please, for their purpose? Group 1, please. Thank you, thank you. I did see a little flash for only a portion of you that had to do with creating a product of some kind. Like some of you that are artistic, maybe it has something to do with like spiritual products, jewelry products, or clothing products. Like there was something very spiritual and colorful about it, but that's only for some of you. The rest of you, I feel like you're not saying what it is because you're really top secret about it. So that makes me guess that it could be something with a book, some of you, or maybe with like a YouTube channel. But the purpose is still the same, so we already got that. Any final card, please, for group 1? Just one card, thank you. Nothing. Just one, please. There we are. So yeah, this does have a book, actually. She has wings that are also a book and has dragons flying out of it. This is very similar to this energy. Okay, and then you have the winged creatures here. So it's basically saying, like, look at you and your purpose. This is the most beautiful thing ever. You're having so much joy by sharing this, whatever is this to you. This could be your knowledge. This could be, again, your creativity, your voice, your visions in general. And you're among, like, these flying creatures in the stars. So I feel like... And the color scheme is very much fiery here. It's like so much passion. So again, it could be anything under the sun. So like a lot of you already know what this is, so it's already answered for you. But if it isn't, I feel like it's still developing. Remember our first card. So in other words, your passion and your sense of unique purpose in what you want it to be and what you are creating it to be is still developing. So please don't be discouraged if you feel like, oh, I have no idea and I feel like it's lost, because the truth is that you are meant to create some of it. But for you to create it, you actually have to allow yourself to be free and open up open up that path for something that gives you joy and fulfillment in terms of the creativity or you know, action. So I hope that all of that did make sense. The rest of it is all clear to me. All right, so group number 1, that is what I'm seeing. Again, if you want further clarity, I do have plenty more videos. I will link it below. So yeah, what does your soul need to be happy might be helpful. And I did also do one on destiny, so I'm sure that that will overlap, okay? So thank you guys so much. I really hope that this was helpful. Yes, I'll link it below. I'll try to remember. Thank you, and if you found this helpful, feel free to subscribe, and I will see you guys next time, okay? Sending you blessings. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 2, which is the rose quartz. All right, Spirit, this reading is for group 2 and their purpose. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 2. Thank you. So we're going to first take a look into I think I am going to kind of go by categories here. So let's take a look at just your purpose if it was only for yourself and your own path. And then we're going to look at one person in particular you've impacted or will impact, and then the collective purpose, okay? Spirit, for group number 2, our rose quartz, can you tell us what is their purpose just for themselves and their own path, their self-purpose? Thank you. Group 2, thank you. Whoa, powerful. Your first card is the 7 of Swords. The 7 of Swords as a first card, I feel like, is Not the most common thing. When it happens, it strikes me pretty hard, okay? Because the Seven of Swords is a very powerful and kind of like it makes a statement. The Seven of Swords is a card of illusion and deception. So as I'm looking at this, I feel like your first purpose, your self-purpose, is to break through illusion in your own life, within your own self. So I guess there is going to be an overlap for some of the answers today. So for just as an example, group 1 did get something like their self-purpose was to look inward and discover things, but specifically yours was to break free from illusions. You're very serious about this. I feel like the fact that you chose rose quartz, which is a crystal that is for the heart, I feel like the reason why you need to do this, it's like this internal drive to break free of illusion or to just illuminate things, is because of your resonance of love. So what I mean by that is, like, I think purity. That's what I think. I think that's what they're trying to say here, that love is the strongest frequency or the strongest form of truth and light. And that is why I feel this is your self-purpose, to break free and to resonate in a pure way of love. It's very beautiful. Can you tell us a little bit more? What is their self-purpose for group number 2, rose quartz? Thank you. I am feeling a fierceness to you. We have the Three of Cups. It's kind of like that phrase, me, myself, and I. You have different elements to yourself. So I guess there's different schools of thought and religions and philosophies that talk about the trio of things, whatever that might be. So you have these different layers to yourself, and you're trying, one of your purposes for yourself is to come into harmony with all of them, or to rather come into friendship with all of the sides of yourself. For example, maybe you have like your higher self, and you have your lower self, you have the mind, body, spirit, you have the conscious and the subconscious. There's all kinds of beautiful things I'm seeing here, and this is quite a unique answer. Let me elaborate, because I feel like this is a little bit, like, it's just so random. It may even be confusing, but all you have to know is that there's different sides to you, and you want to make sure that you're friends and in harmony with every part of you. So if you feel like the opposite is currently true, and you're like, man, I feel like I'm in conflict with myself, I feel like I'm not friends with myself, I think the first step to doing this, just as an added message, is to begin to accept yourself. That's the first step. And then ultimately, the highest goal would be to love yourself unconditionally. Okay, so that's the purpose. That's why you were here. If we have a purpose, usually that means that we're going to be challenged in a way of that purpose. So if you have been challenged in terms of coming into harmony with yourself, I really wouldn't be surprised. Can you tell us a little bit more? Any other messages about their purpose with themselves and their own path? But that's really just such a unique answer. That's like what your soul is trying to do here. It's like having a celebration toast with yourself. That's really funny. Okay. Oh, another version of this could be your adult self and your child self. Okay. So many things is coming here. Okay. Alrighty. And then we have another 3 card. We have the Three of Wands. So this one has a little bit more to do with just like something I think you'll probably be a little more familiar with, is your goals. Okay, maybe just conquering your fears. This was a big one. And again, we have the same phrase as before, freeing yourself from something, freeing yourself from captivity, imbalances, addictions, whatever, you want to call them, attachments and stuff like that. So that is, I feel, the almost like 3-pronged answer for it matches with your energy of your purpose. Okay. That was really something. Very succinct here. You went straight to the point. Again, there's like a fierce energy about the way that you think. Even though I feel that you have a really strong heart, I feel like your mind is very strong too. I feel like there's a sharpness about you. It reminds me of the Queen of Swords or the King or Queen of Swords, okay? I don't know if that's what I'm feeling. Almost like a no-nonsense kind of a vibe. again, it aligns with your sense of like internal purity. I think your soul has a problem with stuff that's not authentic or just like doesn't sit right with you. You're like a keeper of a jigsaw puzzle and you're like, no, that piece doesn't fit there. What are you doing? You know, like that's kind of what I saw from you. So that's really interesting. Okay, so to recap, it was breaking free from illusion, harmonizing with yourself or accepting / loving yourself, and kind of like conquering your fears, freeing yourself from fears in order to achieve these goals and this success. Okay, so that's your first purpose, your first answer. Now, let's see if there's one particular person. So you've impacted many people, but let's see if there's one particular person either you have already met or you will meet, and to see what your purpose is in their life or like with them. Spirit, just one other person, please. Just one other person's life. For group 2, what is their purpose in one other person's life? Who have they impacted or will? Thank you. Just one other person. All right. So I feel like this is not an answer that maybe any of us would expect. This is not a loved one. This is not a family member. This is not a romantic partner. This is someone that you know either a little bit more casually or professionally even. This is interesting. Spirit, who is this? I'll read the other cards in a moment. Spirit, 3 of Pentacles, who is this that they're meant to have a purpose in their life? The Moon, okay. Who is this, please? And then you have here the High Priestess and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So let me put all of this together. I didn't show you, did I? I probably did not show you. I was a little distracted, sorry. Okay, so here we have the 10 of Wands and the 4 of Pentacles. So you can see just visually here that there's something going on that's heavy and blocked. They said blockade, which is weird. Something here that is blocked in some way. So already I'm guessing that you had a specific purpose in one specific person's life, where something that you did or said, or just like in how you affected them, it must have helped them to lift this blockage or burden. Okay, so let's keep going here. Oh my goodness. Whoa, I see it now. Okay, you impacted this particular person in a way of their psychic ability or something that was in their unconscious, in their unawareness, and you brought this to the surface. Maybe not when you were in their life, but you ended up doing this, or you will end up doing this. Now, imagine if somebody did that for you. Imagine it could trigger very well a spiritual awakening of some kind, or like a therapeutic breakthrough or something like that. So this is what you either did for this one specific person, or you're meant to still do this, okay? Because before, they were stuck within their, again, either psychic ability straight up or their unconscious something, okay? And that's why the Moon is also here. So there could be a little bit of a message with something with their fear, or again, it's just showing me anything that's beneath the surface. Yeah, like something that they were unaware of. Now, moving forward a little bit more, we can see how this does begin to impact them. It's kind of hard to say, but I am getting the feeling that for a lot of you, this hasn't happened yet. Some of you, if this is familiar, then absolutely, it could happen more than once too. But look at the difference here. You went from the Knight of Pentacles, slow-moving knight, to the Knight of Cups, which is a lot smoother, more fluid, and it's moving forward in a nice sort of a pacing. And then they moved to the 8 of Pentacles. So you were a mentor. I love that. They just kind of stuck that word in at the very last moment. So your next purpose with another person on this earth was to be a mentor for them, a very specific mentor where you just kind of led by example and you showed them that this was possible, and you created that momentum for them with either their education, their productivity, their again, like something having to do with their spiritual side. Okay, anything else of who this could be, so that they know. Is there a clue? Who is like, I have no clue what this could be. Can you tell us who is this, please? Who is this? Well, it was somebody that was in some kind of some kind of like turmoil, and they were asking for your advice, or they were asking for help. It could have been a stranger even. If you're the type of person to just go up to anybody and you know that they're in need of something and you just do this, it could have been a random chance meeting. Like, you know, if you got into an Uber with somebody, like this, it could have been so random for some of you. Can you tell us anything more? Who is this person? Who is this that they impacted? Whoa, okay. You got the Seven of Wands. Who is this, please? How did they know? In what context? In what context did they meet, or will they meet this person, please? I just need something. Ace of Cups. This was a chance happening. It was serendipitous. So what I can tell you of how you know, how you saw this person or connected with them, this was just like, it could have been just you out and about doing something, like just doing your thing, and this was just a chance meeting outside of your normal kind of a thing that you were doing. So although some of you do know this person from specifically work, because we do have the Three of Pentacles, but other than that, I'm just seeing that this is not someone that is in your regular circle, and they were just sort of randomly placed into your life, or rather the other way around, so that they could hear what you had to say, or just like to be near your energy. Really, that's all it took. Okay, so if this has happened to you, please let me know in the comments, because I would love to see how the story kind of plays out. But again, for a lot of you, this hasn't happened yet, maybe. Okay, so that's all they're going to say for that one. I love that. Mentor. Okay, so now the final thing is sort of like the more, you know, direct question of what's your purpose here in terms of the collective or a cause, you know, stuff like that. Spirit, what, for group number 2, please, what is their purpose in a more general way of the collective? What are they meant to do here on Earth in this lifetime? Spirit, can you tell us, group 2, please? What are they meant to do here on Earth in this lifetime? I feel like, did you see what just happened there? You flipped the card upside down. That's exactly what just happened. That's the Queen of Cups that flipped. Almost like you reoriented it. One message I'm getting is that you're meant to change things, but in a very, I don't want to say forceful way, but there's a lot of power to you. So it may come off as even forceful, but it depends on what it is. You're meant to create some kind of change, or you desire to create change. So you choose this, and you're also meant for this. And if you meet it, you know, if you come to the agreement with your path, it's going to be doubly powerful. What is their purpose? Change what exactly? That's the simpler answer. So let's see what you're meant to change. You are a changer in the world, right? I don't know if there's a better word for that. Whoa. Oh my. Okay, so you have number 5 and number 15. I rarely read numbers from the tarot, but I am seeing that here. The Chariot is also here at the bottom. You are definitely group 2. There's something here very activist about you. I don't know if this is sort of like the big kind of things. It could be political activism, environmental activism, animal rights, civil rights. There's like so many different things. But you are meant to change things so that there is less conflict, fighting, maybe even something having to do with, like, I don't know, like violence. I was going to say war, but it's like violence or battles came to my mind. And then here could be oppression, or stuff like that, all right, with the 5 of Wands and the Devil card coming through. So when I said before that you're a changer, this is your energy. The Chariot card is you. You're the one that you're leading the way, and I picture you with like that sort of like fierce whip energy, like, just like, just moving forward with this intensity. You have a very direct line of sight. You have your eye on a particular prize or goal, and you're not afraid at all to go after this thing. If you have fears, it's not in this area at all. Whatever it is that you're passionate about changing, it's a full force kind of a thing. You're a force of nature when it comes to this thing that you're wanting to change. And I gave some clues as to what that could be. So like, depending on who's watching here, you could be on either side of the fence. You could be saying like, well, of course, I've always been this way and I know what I want to change. If you're the opposite, you may have no idea what you want to change, but that's only because you haven't discovered yet maybe what is important to you, what is important enough for you, right? And that could still come up, you know? So people get inspired all the time. Like if they see a particular group of people or events or whatever, and they experience something and they're like, wow, I really need to do something about this. So that's what I'm seeing. This is amazing. You guys are just like, wow, I don't even know, like warriors, like I don't know what to call this in a spiritual term, but this is really amazing stuff. And we definitely need people to do this, okay? For this topic, you seem to have an unlimited supply of energy. Like there's just so much enthusiasm here. And again, force. I don't know if it's like forceful, but it's strong. It's like making me dizzy. Any final messages about what's their purpose, about what this could be? Okay, we have Ace of Pentacles at the bottom. This, yeah, I mean, involved with this could be something having to do with like the resources, like having the resources. And then we also have, excuse me, the Star and the Two of Wands. So you have an interest in changing things for future generations, a lot of you. The Two of Wands here is showing the future, and this future that you envision with the Star. Like this, there's a lot of inspiration and hope, so much hope and faith here. It's a woof, very deep, profound energy with the Star card I'm getting here. You wish to cleanse things. You wish to purify negative energies and just like leave the future generations with something brighter and more hopeful. What a beautiful, beautiful legacy you will leave behind here. Oh my gosh. For those of you that have children or are around children, or, you know, that could be why. Like, or that not could be why, but it could just be involved, that you educate younger people about this kind of topic a lot as well. Now, the next thing that I'm just going to get one more card for you. This is actually from a game deck. What was it called? Windmill Crazy Stories. Sorry to the author that I'm using it for this, but I just had to. These cards are beautiful. Super imaginative. Okay, so can we have one final card for group number 2? In their purpose. What is their purpose? Okay. So you got this card here. It's like a, there's a lot going on here. Let me see what I can interpret from here. I don't know what this is, but this looks like some kind of a little picture, or a little, actually, you know what? It looks like an ecosystem, weirdly enough. And there are animals here. There actually is like an underground water thing here. And then you see this little person with a lantern and some kind of a headgear for light. Okay, so this is pretty much fitting with what we just talked about. See? Like they're inspecting something, they're shining light into this place here, and they're like forging ahead. Look at the body language, just kind of like forging ahead. And I'm assuming they're wanting to, I mean, here we can see that you are doing this to create change. So I don't know, this one was like a very strange addition to your reading, but any way that this can resonate for you. We have a seagull up top, we have the, there's fish down here with flowers on them. Again, if you have an interest in something with animals, water life, ocean life, something with pollution, that's something I don't think I said explicitly before. I can see that here is represented. Okay, and then bottom of the deck, I did notice it's a really lovely, lovely image. You have here it's like supposed to be, I think, like a dandelion, but it's moon and stars being blown away. You have the flames and the iridescent rainbow hair here. So this is really beautiful stuff, okay? So group 2, I think that I'm going to leave it there. There's a lot going on for your reading in way of all of the things that you want to impact. It's really inspiring stuff, okay? So best of luck. I mean, I don't even have to say that because you guys are gonna get this done. Okay. All right. So sending you blessings. I hope this reading was helpful. If you did find it helpful, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to link below some other readings that I've done that could be helpful, such as What Does Your Soul Need to Be Happy? And I think the Destiny one I'll also put there. Okay, so thank you once again. Sending you love, and I will see you guys next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 3, which is the amethyst heart. Okay, so let's get right into it. Spirit, this reading is for group 3 and their purpose. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group 3. Thank you. So the first category is self-purpose. So let's take a look, meaning your purpose if you were the only thing we're looking into and like your own path. Spirit, for group number 3, amethyst, please. What is their self-purpose? What are they meant to do just by themselves and for themselves? Thank you. Oh. I feel that your answer here for the first category has to do with resolving or bringing balance to something karmically or even just now in this lifetime that was unfair to you. I feel that this could have happened with potentially a strong masculine energy here. Someone that was a caretaker, could have been a parent or any kind of person that you were maybe growing up with or were exposed to like when you were younger. There could have been some kind, there's definitely karma here, because otherwise I don't think that it would come through as your purpose, like one of your purposes here, okay? And you have more purposes. There's more than one for sure, but this is the one that they're bringing out for you to hear in this particular reading. So we have 5 of Swords, King of Pentacles, and Justice. And then we have the Chariot as well. There was a conflict here, okay? There could still be conflict here, especially if, like you feel like there hasn't been some sort of resolution. With the King of Pentacles in the middle, this could be, anybody. It's king, but as always, gender doesn't really make a difference. It's masculine energy. Someone is showing through in your reading here that has a very rigid energy. This, I'm going to just say flat, that some of you, this could be a narcissist that you've known in your lifetime. This energy, now, I mean, technically this could be representing a situation too, if it's not resonating that it's a person. But this is an energy that is very much rigid. Oh my goodness, ignorant. They told me oh boy, they told me ignorant. So if some of you feel like this is not a person, it could be the energy of ignorance in general. But anyway, there's conflict here. Someone is looking away. There's a very childish, selfish, immature energy that I'm feeling from this set of cards. The Justice card is here to almost like lead the way, and the Chariot too. To say that so one of your purposes was to overcome this lesson. Yes, this was a challenge, and for a lot of you it could have been much worse than a challenge. Like it could have been something really, really negative in your life. But the reason it's showing through here is to say that your purpose was to conquer this energy, and that yes, this was from past existences as well in different forms. So here it is now, in your lifetime now, and it continued to be this pattern or theme for ultimately you to break this sort of bind, or there's something, someone is bound here. And you're meant to break free of a bond or bind, or they're giving me that word. It kind of sounds all similar here. So yes, you're meant to break free from this and move forward. All right. Now I have a feeling, if this is the case here with this energy, it's so stubborn. It's like they said, like that, you know, stubborn as an ox, like obstinate, like it's very hard to budge. So either you're meant to break free from the bond or bind that is associated with this person slash situation, or you're just meant to completely move away from it to prove, or like to prove to yourself that you have reclaimed your power. So for this whole part, that was one of the biggest purposes in this existence for just you and your path, to overcome this. Can you tell us anything more about this, please? Their self-purpose. Group 3. I don't know who this is, but this energy is really solidly just completely stuck, and it's like a thorn in my side. It's I can't even, it's like a gigantic boulder. Might as well be a boulder. Anything else about their self-purpose, group 3, amethyst group, their purpose, their self-purpose? Oh, the person or the situation blocked light from your life with the moon card. When I say light, it could have been positive energy, but it also could have been answers, knowledge, maybe education, anything that illuminates the mind. So again, you're meant to reclaim power, move away from this energy, break free of it, and also ultimately to heal and come to balance. The Justice and the Temperance card both speak of balance. They're saying that this was a particular lesson that you needed to learn for your other purposes, for the rest of your path, which we will get later on. So this could definitely connect. Is there one final message about King of Pentacles that we need to know, please, for group 3? If this is resonating, please let me know in the comments, because this is quite interesting. It feels very personal. I'm feeling like I'm taking this personally, is kind of how I can feel, that this is so personal for you guys. Anything else, King of Pentacles? I think they showed me the letter M. M as in mom, but I hope that that's not the case for a lot of you. Anyway, can you tell us anything more, King of Pentacles? Knight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like from the beginning you wanted to just completely run away from this energy. Emperor, Devil, same thing at the bottom. The Emperor is actually what I was surprised that didn't come out, but it's exactly the same energy, like I will not budge kind of a thing. And again, they said something with ignorance because of this card, the Devil. That energy definitely needs a bit of a salt bath. All right, group 3. So I don't know. Again, let me know if that resonates. It's super duper interesting because I feel like it's, again, personal. Now, the next category, this is one particular person. It's just for the purpose of this reading. We're going to sift out one particular person that you are meant to have a purpose in their life, impacting them. Or I guess it could be vice versa, but let's see. Spirit, for group number 3, what is their purpose regarding just one other person on Earth, please? For group 3. Amethyst, what is the purpose regarding just one other person? So this could be a friend or someone of a soul tribe nature here with the 3 of Cups. So let's dig into this. Can you tell us What is their purpose with one other person, and who is this? Thank you, amethyst. Whoa, okay, that was really, that's crazy. You got the King of Pentacles again. Oh my God. Okay, let me take a second here. King of Pentacles again. So, I feel like it was either, I mean, it could have been either way that I was reading this. The King of Pentacles, and then over here you have the Two of Cups. So the answer that we saw first is now being a little bit, it's kind of like creating an overlap here. Spirit, can you tell us who is this person that they're meant to have an impact in their lives or purpose with? I feel like the obvious thing is that whoever the King of Pentacles was for you in the first category, you were meant to impact their life. Just by your presence, just by your existence, you did impact this person's life. The same way that, well, not the same way, but in the same way that they created that lesson or that purpose, you did create something as well. Now, I can see one aspect of this, because this won't be for everybody, but one aspect of this purpose that you had in their life was, even though this may not have been obvious at all, part of this is that you were meant to give them joy. Like they were meant to potentially experience joy and friendship by your presence, by your existence, by your birth, like whatever. Whether or not they took that is a different story, but that's what they were meant to learn from you. I just don't know if they did. Potentially there could still be room for that, maybe, because we don't know if this purpose has in the past or the future. Can you tell us who are they meant to impact purpose with another human being, another person? Whoa. Okay, this is getting even weirder because we have the Ace of Pentacles and then we have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? This is really showing me something, yeah, I think that this is family, or if it's not directly family, if that doesn't resonate, then this also could be something like anyone who's connected at the soul level, or again, I got blood related level too. Okay, yes, so there's a connection here, both spiritual and I mean, at first I wasn't sure, but I do think that this is something family related. I am getting something with karmic again. Whoever this was, that it's like a give and take is what they're showing me. So if it's not the same person from the previous category, I would actually be surprised. Therefore there's a shared purpose. Both of you were meant to impact each other and give something to the other, even though it could have been like one of you gave something positive and the other gave something negative. It's still a contribution, is their point. Can you tell us a little bit more about what the purpose was for this, with this, whoever this was, this one other person? You have the Eight of Wands. Justice is here again at the bottom. And then you have the Page of Cups. I have a feeling that you were meant to give this person something spiritually or psychologically. Some of you, it could have been financially. That's sometimes something I tend to forget, is that this could be money. Goodness. You were meant to offer this person something that potentially could save them, and to kind of be a little extreme about it, even save their soul, in a way of like giving them an opportunity to have light in their heart or in their mind, if the ignorance factor was there. You're offering something to them and you're saying, please take this cup. I come in peace. I just want to show you something good. I just want to give you love, laughter, creativity, friendship, whatever. And I am just not seeing if they take it or have taken it or will take it, that's really up to them and their purpose. It would be a whole other reading, but that is what you were meant to do for this person, is to just offer it. And then obviously, ideally, it would be that they took it and were changed by it. But it is never up to us. Another person's choice, their free will, that's never, I don't feel it's ever up to us, because we did our part. You did your part by doing this, or you will. That was very interesting. Okay, so we're going to get the final category, which is what is your purpose for in a more collective or cause sense. All right. I feel like this is the one where people most ask. This is the most common question. Spirit, for group number 3, what is their purpose in terms of a cause or the collective? What is the purpose here on Earth? Group 3, thank you, Amethyst. I am going to just... Am I losing my mind? Because I had like a deja vu moment just now. I have no words. Okay, let me just get it together for a second here. The King of Pentacles again. I think I'm really just like having a moment. My mind kind of just like short-circuited there. I was like, am I imagining this? Oh my God. So the King of Pentacles here is, here's what's going on, even before I get more cards. What I'm looking at here is a reading of that phrase, pay it forward. Everything that you have accumulated from the energy of this lifetime, your past, and the past lifetimes, everything is currently, or even already, has been transmuted, right? So you're taking all of the negative and the dark, and you're kind of just, you're transforming it into light. So, for example, if you had a lot of lack in your life, or there was like a feeling of being disconnected or abandoned or neglected or something like that, you're taking all of that and you're transforming this into the total opposite, which is, instead of lack, you're giving out there into the world. Your purpose for this world is to create abundance, or togetherness, or love, and security, okay? So even before I get the other cards, I feel like this is your purpose, like to take everything that was and create something new. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Okay. What is their purpose, please? Group number 3. I still can't believe that came out. That freaked me out a little bit. Okay. Group number 3. Any final things about their purpose? You got the Page of Cups again, okay? So this is your inner child. Your inner child was meant to make an appearance, or maybe this is like your soul. I feel like this is just your soul, uninhibited. And, oh, look at that. Reborn with the Death card. So this energy has followed you forever. And again, you are meant to do in your purpose in the collective what you already have done in your life with this situation or person, which was the same thing, to offer the cup of love or harmony or peace, or just like, it's a peace offering. Okay, so that's what you're offering the world. Oh my gosh, this is wow. So not only do you have the Death card, which is the rebirth, you have the Fool, which is a new beginning, and you have the Page of Swords. So it's like you are creating a new beginning in people's minds and in their hearts, because you have Cups and Swords, and you have 2 child representations here. So everything that you are, everything that you were, this is pure childhood energy. This is pure soul energy. Oh my God, this is so touching. It's just so beautiful, because I feel like you don't even have to try. All you're doing is you're sharing your inner innocent light with others, okay? So the way that you do that in your purpose is going to be unique to what you like to do. I'm kind of getting a hint of children's book or something like that here. Obviously, that's not for everybody, but it's any sort of joy that you feel you want to put out there into the world. Is there a way that they're going to do this? Is there a specific thing in their purpose that they're meant to do? Group 3. It's very, it's like very creative and artistic and adventurous. There's a lot going on, but you keep getting child cards. You have the 6 of Cups at the bottom. So group 3, a big obvious thing then could be that you're meant to impact the lives of children. I don't know why I didn't say that initially. It's actually because I'm seeing you as your child self in these 2 cards. Sometimes pages also come through as spirit guides in my readings as well. One of the other groups got something like that too, that like they're meant to be almost like a spirit guide. But yeah, for you, it's like I feel like you, a huge part of your purpose. It's not 100% of it, of course, but I feel like a huge part of this. Oh my God, you know what they said? This is really just gonna make me cry. Because over here with the 6 of Pentacles, you're helping others. And then I saw the Hanged Man. They said something very specific. They said you're meant to help protect innocence. Okay? So whether that means you're working with children or light workers maybe, or even animals or like institutions that represent a higher calling or purpose, you're meant to protect, to help to protect and to keep it sacred or something like that. This is really a unique message. I don't think I've ever really heard this. I don't know how you're going to do this, but it's really just in line with your joy. I really wonder how, if you know how you would like to do this, please let me know in the comments, because I would like to know, like, what would be the avenue here? Any final messages of this, their purpose, and how they might accomplish this, please? But seriously, what a golden message. Like, I can't, it's really so emotional for me. Okay. I just noticed the white dog here, I forgot. And there's a white rose that the Fool is holding. So you're kind of trying to reverse pain. You know, you're trying to reverse the timeline and say, this next person ahead of me, or the next like generation or population, like whatever it is, you're trying to reverse the burden that they could be carrying for the rest of their lives by just taking your energy. It's a karmic reverse. What on earth is that? You're reversing the energy, almost like erasing a pain from the past. Oh, wow. That's incredible. Any final words about their purpose, please? I just have one more card deck I want to use after this, just to get one. So the final thing that they said was just, again, that there's many different opportunities that are in front of you or will be in terms of how you want to achieve this. Don't limit yourself, and you might have your hand in a few different cookie jars kind of a thing. So for example, if you wanted to do something creative such as writing, if you wanted to work as a volunteer somewhere, if you wanted to do something with nonprofit, like there's many opportunities here that will present themselves, or they already have. The only other card that showed through was 5 of Swords, okay? So that's what we saw again from the beginning with this King of Pentacles. 5 of Swords, it's like showing this sort of conflict. I feel like you're a peacemaker in regards to this type of conflict. So the final thing I want to get for you, just as any other detail, this is actually from a game. What was it? Windmill Crazy Stories. I want to use it here because these cards are so cute and really profound, I think. Very imaginative. Okay, final card, please, for group number 3. Nope. Final card, just one, please, for group 3. They did say the word play. I did hear that. So it's again the same thing. Just one card, please. Just one. Oh my god. This is so freaking cute. Look at the card that you got. The white rabbit. So again, like the animal thing, the 3 white birds here out of the top hat, and it's just like sailing away. There's imagination. This is magic. This is like a lot of inventive energy here, and it's like soaring free. It's like flying free. There's something here lifting. I think that you're definitely using the aid of your spirit guides to just like lift you out of something and to help to lift others out of something too. Again, it's here I'm seeing friendship, I'm seeing collaboration, and like what I said before, community or something like that. We cannot necessarily always help ourselves or save ourselves. Like I feel like every single one of us at one time or another, we need help, right? And that's exactly what's going on here. You're receiving help and you're paying it forward to give others that leg up that they needed. I don't know if the other symbols mean anything to you, but yeah, that is your final card. I just wanted to draw one because these are so cool. So group 3, I would love to know what's going on here. I was a bit in the dark, but I do hope that this resonated. If you found this helpful, feel free to subscribe. I will link down below the videos I mentioned that could be also helpful for you on this particular journey that you're on, okay? So thank you so much. I'm sending you guys love, and I hope to see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, this is the reading for those of you that chose group number 4, which is the Tree of Life. Spirit, this reading is for group 4 and their purpose, please. Please provide us with clear guided messages for group number 4. Thank you. So I am going to break it down into the categories just because I feel like each category is going to show us something interesting. So the first one is, what is your purpose just for yourself, your own path, your own kind of inner journey? And then we'll go through the other categories. Spirit, for group number 4, please. What is their self-purpose? Thank you. For group number 4. What are they meant to do just for themselves in their own path? Okay, that's interesting. You got the 8 of Cups as your first card. And what they're saying from this, and I feel like this is a very familiar energy that I've seen with readings that I may have used the word nomad and just like talking about travel. So your first self-purpose that's coming through is just to explore, to travel, to walk your path. There's a lot going on in this card, so I'll get more. It's a bit of a sad energy, a little bit. I don't know if it's one of those feelings where you may feel restless. Like even if you do explore and you go somewhere else, you may kind of always feel like I'm not home, you know, like that sort of a thing. So we're going to look more into that. Maybe, I guess then the purpose is to find home. Okay. Spirit, for group number 4, what is their self-purpose, please? Our Tree of Life group. What is their self-purpose? Thank you. Ah, the Star. Actually, yeah. The Star card, I often feel that sort of cosmic, celestial, heavenly energy. So definitely there's a big message here for people who identify as star seeds, or if you don't know what that is, like, I mean, not that I really know what it is too much, but like I think it has to do with people from other planets or like other dimensions even, and you're just kind of trying to find a place. Bottom of the deck, we have the 3 of Wands. Again, this is a card of someone looking away, traveling, carrying a staff. This is you, like there you are. So again, they're telling me the same thing. Your purpose, your self-purpose is to find home, or at least a place that you can call home. It doesn't necessarily, like, you know, maybe we can't quite access home, but one of your self-purposes is just to resonate with home, or to find a place that you can feel comfortable, and like just find a place you can feel safe. Okay, is there anything else we need to know? What is their self-purpose for group 4? What is their self-purpose? What are they meant to do just for themselves and their path? Okay, I'm pretty convinced. Okay, you have the 4 of Wands, a card of home. Okay, so, oh, and you have the Page of Wands and the Ace of Wands, actually. So, it's a lot of passion here at the end, a lot of fire energy. Maybe you, I don't know, do you come from like a fire planet? I have no idea. So, with the 4 of Wands and the Page of Wands, really beautiful energy. Historically, some of you have watched a lot of group 4 readings, and you have heard me talk about the concept of twin flame. I feel like probably there's a little bit of that here, okay? I haven't talked about that in a long time, and some of you have no idea what I'm talking about either. But with the 4 of Wands, I do see some kind of an energy out there that does resonate with you in a way of like either a whatever it is, like a soulmate, soul friend, soul tribe. Like there is some kind of energy that you are probably seeking. Oh, I'm starting to get feels in my heart. I felt a really huge pang of sadness in my heart when I said that. Yeah, group 4. That's the first part of your self-purpose, to either find a place that you can call home, or to find another being that you can call home. Now, the final thing I'm going to add there is to find, I suppose, a part of yourself or your own soul, which is home to you. Any of those things, I feel, is the case here, okay? If you cannot find the first 2 things, we can all definitely work towards finding the last part, which is finding yourself. All right, so that is so ultimately the bottom line, your self-purpose is to find home within your visions, within your inspirations, this is basically a mission for your soul that I'm getting either hasn't been completely fulfilled yet, or even hasn't been discovered at all. So that's good that we're here, because that's what I'm actually going to be looking into. Okay, wow, that really hit me. So now the next thing, this may or may not relate. It may, well, let's see. The next category is, although you can impact many people, we're looking into just one person that you were meant to have a purpose in their life, like you were meant to impact them. Maybe you might get like a vice versa message where they impact you, but we'll see. Spirit, for group number 4, who are they meant to impact in terms of another person, another human being on earth? Spirit, for group number 4, who is this other person and what was the purpose in their life, please? Okay, that came out pretty fast. We have the Queen of Cups. Let me just get a little bit more. And we have the Sun at the bottom. Beautiful energy here. This is a very loving person, highly psychic, very emotional, sensitive, empathic. This flipped. I don't like to get cards that are not pop-outs anymore, but the Ace of Swords did flip. This is a card of a lot of truth, clarity, honesty. Spirit, who are they meant, for group 4, who are they meant to have a purpose with or for, impact another person? Who is this and what are they doing? We have the Moon here, definitely came through in the reverse. Okay, so similar to what I saw before on the 4 of Wands, you see the 2 beings here, okay? These are the 2 dog beings. One of them is wild and one is domesticated, apparently, according to the Moon info. Okay, so anyway, whatever the case is, these are the 2 peas in a pod. I've seen that many times. Yeah, I do feel that there's someone out there in this world. that resonates with you on this frequency. So now if it's not like a soulmate, soul friend, or soul tribe member, this could be a sibling or someone that feels like a, you know, like a brother or sister or something like that. There's a very ancient bond between you and this other person. You've navigated a lot of fears with each other. It's very best friendy energy coming through in this card. The both of you were meant to meet each other to simply, like, the purpose of the both of you was just to simply have the bond, to simply have one another in this bond. Now we have also the 7 of Pentacles. So what went on here for both sides, I did say that could happen, and I felt it strongly with you guys. The purpose for the both of you to be in each other's lives was specifically to plant seeds. Seeds of knowledge, seeds of psychic energy, seeds of like any kind of development ideas. It could have been any kind of ideas that were, or parts of yourself that was meant to grow into something much more and much greater. And again, this is vice versa. You did this for each other. Can you tell us more clues as to who this is? Who is this person for group 4 that they're impacting or sharing this purpose with, please? For group 4, who is this, please? Who is this? This could be someone that's at a great distance. I feel like you're both probably thinking of each other, or someone is thinking of the other person strongly. The world does make me feel that there is a great distance between you and them. Also because we have the 6 of Swords, kind of came through a little bit reversed. So I wonder if maybe someone's traveling or kind of coming closer. Probably you know this person already. Sometimes I get new energies, but I feel like you know this person for sure. Can you tell us anything more about who this is and what's the purpose? Why did they, like, what's the contribution or purpose with this or for this person? They told me just now, okay, that's kind of creepy that this happened. I saw the clouds on the cape of the, or whatever this is, of the Queen of Cups, and they told me about, like, looking up at the clouds. So they said something like this person, whether this is you for them, like, again, vice versa, that you both were meant to remind each other of childhood. And then I got the Page of Swords and the 6 of Cups at the bottom. Something here having to do with childhood is important. That could mean a lot of different things, but something here, yeah, there's just like such an energy of childhood here. So maybe this was a childhood friend, or maybe it feels like this person is. Maybe, like, for example, there was childhood issues that were meant to be resolved, like one of you acted as a mirror to trigger some kind of transformation, you know, something like that. Anything else that we need to know about who this is for group 4? What is their purpose for another person or with another person, please? Who is this? The only other thing that they're telling me is that at one point, whether it was this already happened or it still could, there's so much joy and fulfillment with this connection. Again, this person feels like home. So there you go. This person was meant to feel like home so that you knew what it felt like at all, or that they knew what it felt like at all. Now, we also have this, okay, I'm going to say ugly energy because this feels ugly. I don't know if that's how you might describe it, but 3 and 7 of Swords. This is betrayal, okay? Now, I say, I probably said that because betrayal is ugly. And I feel that either something already happened and something may still happen in a way. I don't know, like, what the story is here. I feel it is going to be unique for everyone. So I don't want to confuse the message. But something with betrayal is very much relevant here. So if this is a case where this is still a positive friendship for some of you, definitely that betrayal could have been relevant in the past and you both helped each other to overcome it. Now, if you know who this person is, they could have betrayed you or you could have betrayed them, really. I mean, it depends on what's the situation, but this was meant to happen. I mean, sadly, this was actually meant to be a part of this journey. Okay. You know how it is. Like when negative things happen, I feel like the only ultimate reason for it is either, yes, it could be something karmic, of course, but ultimately the only thing we have left is, what are we learning from this? So like they say everything happens for a reason, but even if we create a reason, we are learning something from this betrayal situation, whatever happened there. Any other things here we need to know? So what I am saying is that was part of the purpose as well, for you to experience that for whatever reason, because it clearly triggered something, or it will trigger something. Okay, so yeah. Final cards we have are the Ace of Cups. Oh my God. The Ace of Cups and the Four of Wands again, okay? So the story of whatever's going on for you guys, again, will be different for everybody, but I can see it's still the same energy. This is very pure. This is of the soul, the two peas in a pod thing here. This is a highly sacred soul bond and resonance. I mean, like, the Cups energy again. This is pure soul. Like, this is truly a profound spiritual connection. So another thing I wanted to point out is that no matter what is happening in the three-dimensional, this is the story of the soul that was part of your purpose, of like your soul's purpose was to experience this person and all of these lessons, okay? That was intense. It was very intense. So the final category is, what is your purpose for like the collective? And like collective or cause, the sort of more traditional question. People ask this a lot. What is your purpose, or their purpose? Spirit, for group number 4, please, our final question. What is their purpose in a way of the collective, or in a way of a cause, or something like that, please, for group number 4. I'm a little more fidgety with this question. Group 4, Tree of Life group, what is their purpose? Ooh, you have the High Priestess. You're a high-powered psychic. So this is everything to do with your purpose here. Number 1, to use your psychic ability, right? Or to just be you and your psychic glory, to and the way that you're going to actually use that is going to be very unique to your skills, right? But that's the first thing that they wanted to say, that part of your purpose here on Earth in this lifetime is to be this High Priestess, the psychic, maybe this force of knowledge or something like that. But there's a lot. They're giving me the number 7. Yeah, it's like a high frequency being I'm getting here. So we're going to see what you're going to do with that, because that could be a lot of different things. What's their purpose? Okay. It's the same thing. Look, truth. You're meant to give truth and clarity into the world. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords. I feel here the more specific purpose on Earth. You're meant to lead the way. Her hand is going like this. Okay. You're meant to lead the way in some capacity. You're meant to, they're telling me you're meant to clear the clouds. Could be clear blockages too, but they're saying that you're clearing a path. Okay, let's see what they mean by that. For group 4, what's their purpose? Thank you. Wow, amazing. You have 2 6s here. 6 of Wands, you can see you're on this horse. And you have the spectators of some kind. So you're specifically meant to be, I don't want to say like an elevated position necessarily. It's more like people are meant to see you. This is part of your purpose. They're meant to see you, and you are successful here. Many different ways that you're going to reach that success. It just depends on what your talents are and obviously your goals. But part of your purpose in the collective is to be this person who others can see. They recognize you. So in other words, maybe you're a leader of some kind. or just a role model of some kind. Can you tell us more? What is their purpose? What are they actually meant to do? What are they meant to do? We have the Three of Swords again, remember from before, okay? And then we see this one again, Six of Cups. So with this Three of Swords, let me get more because I feel like there's something else here. Three of Swords, what's the purpose, please? So the Star makes a reappearance, okay. They said with these two cards, lost hope or lost dream, okay. Oh my goodness, I see what it is. Oh, wow. Part of your spiritual purpose, right? Like, because this is not something you can actually visibly observe in a way, but what they told me, and I have to pace myself because this message is really, really high frequency. Give me a moment. Okay. They said that you were meant to recover lost souls. Holy crap. That is amazing. That's truly amazing to me. I said that we can't really visibly observe that in three-dimensional ways, right? But this is what's happening. So whatever you want to call it, if we translate that to something a little bit more 3D Earth type of energy, this could mean that you truly help a person and save their life, save their mind. Maybe like, it could be, I mean, it could be like some kind of a leader. You're showing them the way. You're helping them to recover from addictions. You're saving them from poverty or like homelessness. You're being a mentor for them. Like, it could be so many different things, or it could be none of those things, and they were just struggling and suffering in some way, and they felt lost. They felt lost and directionless. Very much Five of Pentacles energy. And what you are doing is you are saving their lost soul or recovering lost souls. So it's not to say that you have to be anyone's savior. It's not really saying that. They said specifically like you're finding or you're recovering lost souls. So you're doing psychic work. This is blowing me away. Like I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but I can see it. So imagine if there was souls that got lost in the world, and there's a lot of schools of thought on that, which it's a long story, but imagine if there's souls lost out in the world for whatever reason, or like a piece of a person's soul because of trauma, right? Or like just disconnect from divine or whatever. Somehow in the work that you're doing, I don't know how you're doing this, but you are recovering this. So whether that's because of your own high-powered psychic work or your work with higher level beings, maybe you do angel work, maybe you, I don't know, but this is deeply healing work that you're doing. So I don't know consciously how you're going about this, so I'll ask more about that. But you're doing this on some deeper level. I don't know how. Maybe you're actually meditating on this, manifesting it somehow. Maybe you're doing healing work on, three-dimensional level to help this person come to wholeness. Or like these other people, whatever. Anything else? What is their purpose, please, here on Earth? Group number 4, what is their purpose? For those of you that do not identify as like this high priestess, if you feel you're not powerful, if you feel you're not psychic, if you just don't really have, like the best image of yourself, you may disagree with this entirely. But if you can put a pin on this reading, and maybe like a year later or whenever in the future, if you start to see your truth more, come back to this reading. You're going to see what I mean, because sometimes this takes a while for us to really align with, okay? So keep that one in mind. Spirit, for group 4, what is their purpose? What are they meant to do on Earth, three-dimensional, in this lifetime? Thank you, thank you. Oh my goodness. This is really weird because I was just thinking about the Magician card that I drew for, like, that I saw in my own reading, like, I don't know, 10 years ago. And that's why I said that to you, because I didn't believe that at all when I drew it the first time. But you are the Magician. So you have this ability. So not only are you a high-powered psychic, you're also a conduit for higher level energy. And you got the Destiny card on the bottom too. So this is going to hit differently okay? But I'm going to say it. Whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not, you are a very powerful being that has the ability to channel these energies or to work with these energies in ways that other people really can't. I don't know exactly like why, whatever, maybe you were just born with this ability, but for the fact that you actually got the Destiny card, and on the bottom you have that Five of Pentacles I was talking about before. So maybe you have a name for yourself. Maybe some of you do call yourself whatever, like light workers, light warriors. I know there's like a whole bunch of other terms, indigo, children, star seeds. You know, I'm not really that informed about this stuff. I want to be, though. But you have this about you. This is you. So whether you agree with that or not, it's still there, okay? And if you do agree with it, then you know the path for yourself. You can see the path ahead. You know that you have all of these different ambitions about you, and you also know that you will reach them too, okay? Any other final messages about what they're meant to do, what their purpose is? After this, I'll get just one final card from a different deck. Purpose. What's Group 4's purpose? And how will they do it? So one thing that they said here, the final thing, they said that you're going to end up helping to remove blockages to balancing and like helping others or humanitarianism in some way. Now I could have just said, oh yeah, you're going to help other people, but specifically they said you're going to help to remove what's in the way of that. That is interesting. So I don't know exactly how you will do that, but like let's say that something is just constantly being an obstacle, a conflict, a blockage to fairness and justice and this sort of prosperity. You're gonna swoop in and get rid of all of that so that there can be restored order. Seriously, this is amazing. This reading is out of this world. Okay, so 10 of Pentacles here. So you can see the prosperity, you can see the abundance, the security, and the safety. All right. So the final card, this is actually from a game called Windmill Crazy Stories. So I just wanted to use it for this purpose because these cards are so imaginative and beautiful. All right, can we have one final card, please, for group number 4, our Tree of Life group? Just one final message, please. What do they need to see? What do they need to see, group 4? So you actually got the same card as one of the other groups. I think it may have been Rose Quartz group number 2, but this is kind of where the similarity ends. I don't really remember more, but this is the card that you got. Okay, so there's no information or like or words here, but what I'm seeing for you guys in particular, I'm drawn to the green, I'm drawn to the leaves here. Okay, sorry about that. I'm drawn to the green, so I feel like this is it is an air of abundance, but there's also an element of healing as well. I'm actually seeing a vision here. I'm kind of seeing the view from this little person down there. Like, I don't know if that's like scuba gear, but they're holding some kind of a lantern, and the top has a beam of light as well. So I'm getting the vision from their point of view. It looks like you are discovering something really deep down in the inner dark waters of something. And like you're just kind of braving the unknown for the purposes of the people behind you or after you will not have to go through that same kind of fears or unknowns. So you're, again, same thing. You're clearing the path for others. So that was like the only takeaway that I got from this card, really. Just kind of confirming that you are this, I mean, literally here, this underwater explorer, and you're braving the scary things so that other people, so that you can give people some kind of a vantage point or higher level of knowledge is what they're saying. Wow. Okay, so group 4, that's what I have for you. And this reading really was something. I really hope that it resonated. Let me know in the comments if anything. And if you found this helpful, feel free to subscribe. But yeah, down below I will link some other videos that are related to today's topic, just in case you're interested. What does your soul need to be happy? And I'll add the destiny one, just in case. If not, it's, you know, only if you're called to watch it. So thank you, group 4, for tuning in. Really wonderful reading. I'm sending you blessings, and I do hope to see you guys next time. Okay, until then, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.